Welcome, Walnut. I'm Lara, but you can call me Laz, your host for Walnut Wednesday. This is your reminder to be brave, be yourself, and know that you can make the world a better place just by what you decide today. Here, I'm going to share my weekly walnuttings with you on a Wednesday. Hello, Walnut. It is me, Laz. It is me, Laz, here for another episode of Walnut Wednesday. I just kind of woke up. Well, I've been parading around in my pajamas for quite a bit this morning, but I wanted to take the opportunity to come on and have a little recording. I haven't set up my fancy pants camera or anything like that. I just wanted to come on and have a chat while it was still fresh and while I got a moment, because I feel like Walnut Wednesday episodes are now going to be where I have a moment going forward. So I have that now. So here I am chatting with you. How's your week been? I hope you've been having a relatively good week. For this episode, I want to share the walnutting of a little bit condition induced. If you're new here, Walnut, I am pregnant. I am over halfway through. I've been calling it my condition because I feel like it is a condition. And it's just been this whole weird thing to like navigate. As I'm sure if you've gone through it yourself, Walnut, but I don't know. It's been one of those really interesting things where there was so much I didn't I logically understood, but I didn't realize until I got to this point. And yeah, I've obviously got my lazy flair on how I do things and how I think about things. And I just go through quite a few different little spirals. But my walnutting this week is I wanted to talk a little bit about how I've been doing a 12-week challenge, a homemade 12-week challenge that started on the episode with Bronte Higgs. And I finished the 12 weeks and I started again. So kind of like a 24-week challenge. The second round I had opted to I had decided, Walnut, sorry, just to backtrack, I had decided that through my condition, I want to continue to exercise and be as active as possible until I physically cannot anymore, because I know that when I physically cannot, I will be upset with myself that I didn't not push myself, but that I didn't be more mobile and active while I kind of could. Because I know when I get to like whale point where I'm literally one with the couch and it hurts to just roll over, that is happening now, but I know it's gonna only get more uncomfortable and everything. So I just feel like that was something that I had decided for myself that I wanted to continue doing. So in the second round of the 12-week challenge, I had noticed that I had been doing like a lot of walks and a lot of yoga, but I really wanted to this year try running. And I hadn't really been going to the gym as much. So the second time round, my little caveat condition was that I needed to have one gym sesh and one run in with my 5 days of exercising for the week. And that has been going pretty swimmingly, apart from the other week where I got really frustrated with myself on a morning run. I got up at early butthole o'clock and went to go for my run as normal. The runs have been getting harder, but I've still been sort of doing the best I can and not overdoing it while still giving myself a little push. And I couldn't run. I couldn't do it. I couldn't run the normal like sort of 1K patch that I normally kind of do. And by run, Walnut, that it has progressively slowed and turned into a jiggly walk. Like it's barely running, it's barely jogging, but you know, that's what I deemed it, as it progressed as my run still. And the main thing is getting out there and giving it a go, right? But I physically couldn't. It hurt. And normally the runs would sort of like adjust my back and kind of like jiggle things into place. But it was only actually making my back a bit more sorer and things were hurting more. And I thought, oh, I think this is going to be my last run in this condition that I'm going through. Um, and since then, my back pain has progressively gotten severe, which is standard uh, procedure when you're in this condition for some women. And I I had a really, really hard time, Walnut, accepting the fact that I can't do this anymore. I have to take it down. And I think for me, like, especially with like the little OCD tendencies that I have, being sort of like, I'm nearly finished the second 12-week challenge. So having my little run, like, why can't I just push through for like 4 more weeks to just get my gym tick box and my run tick box in there? Like, why? Um, and really just letting that go. And I've had to sort of switch my little challenge back to the mentality of when Bronnie and I first started it, which was um the main thing is to get up and get out, like to get up and start the habit of the exercise, which I thought I had nailed for the second round, which is why I added those extras in. But yeah, getting bigger, getting more and more vampire host like. It's things have just started getting harder and more difficult, and I get puffed really, really quickly now. And that's only going to keep going. So yeah, I really had to let that go all night. And so I kind of wanted to just share. It's kind of it's a micro walnutting, I suppose. A lot of these are just little micro walnuttings because they're mindset things. Where I took the day to be frustrated. I had a little vent to like my 12-week challenge peers, Briar Patch and Bronnie. Just saying that I was frustrated, but I'm still glad I went outside. I'm still doing 5 days a week, but I have had to, especially this week, again, I feel there's still like a little piece of me, Walnut, that feels like it's just an OCD thing. Like I'm just letting myself down and like, why can't I just do this? Um, I have been just doing sort of like yoga, 30-minute yogas specifically targeted for like sciaticals and back pain and what is the other thing that round ligament pain, which are all normal things, but it always felt a gentle walk felt like like just the easy tick box, you know what I mean? Like just the bare minimum, not a challenge. And I've really had to try and shift that mindset now because Walnut, even my walks this week, and that's because I've been a bit sore, um, even my walks this week, I haven't even completed my normal what Kev and I normally have as a loop that usually takes us maybe 40 minutes. Um, to do the whole thing. I can't even get halfway through it and back again. And that takes me 30 minutes, and it's not even the half the loop. So movement is getting slower. I have to watch myself and listen to my body a lot more at the moment. And trying to just accept and be okay with that has been quite a mindset shift on that. So anyway, I just wanted to share how that sort of impacted me. And yeah, I kind of had a vent about it, but just been going through the process of like just listen to your body. I saw on the shortened loop that still took me over 30 minutes. I saw this old lady walking, and it just made me feel like, she said hello first, and she was just walking at her very slow pace, just doing the best she could. And I was like, that's me. I'm still doing the best I can. I still need to celebrate myself. And that's something that I'm still sort of working through, but getting there now that I've done a whole week of just it's not even the bare minimum because it's still a challenge and a push. So yeah, on that, Walnut, short and sweet, just really quickly, um, working on my mindset and listening to my body a lot this week. And I hope you get a little tidbit out of this. But have a happy Walnut Wednesday. I'll let you know as I progress, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.